Так. Good day, good morning. Depend where you are. Так, you can see me good? Good day, good morning. Hello, Yvonne. Hello, girls. Very happy to see you again from our session. Today, like always, I would like to start from the questions, topic which come. Just to see this chat. And we will speak today a lot about difference between men and women, how we need to understand better each other. You can see me good, yeah? Can see me, can listen me. Okay. Great. Just hope all receive the message. Hello, yes, great. Today I would like to start from the first things. You can take one piece of paper, and you separate it on two. And from one side, you write man needs. Man needs. Man needs. From other side, woman needs. Man needs, woman needs. And I would like to start today from this topic because very often I saw how we cannot understand our needs. We cannot understand our partners. And be honestly, I totally recommend after this session, and if you already have some partners, if you live somebody, if you like somebody, please make your human design. Have many people who make human design, and Ben also work all places where you can find, because when you make a human design of yourself or your person, you can very clearly to see each other. For example, I'm very energetic person. I can do many things. I'm always fully with energy, and I'm like this. I'm manifesting generator, and for me it's normal. My husband, he's projector, and before I was asked myself why he not has so much energy like me. For example, we go to sleep the same time. I wake up 8 and I do 1 million things from 8 until 12. He will wake up 12 and say, oh, I'm very tired. And after, he need also siesta during the day. I say, how it's possible? You sleep 5, 7, 8 hours, sometimes more than me, and you're tired. And I not sleep this, and I'm fully with energy. Because we have totally different energy, and he is projector, and projector people always have not enough energy. I am generator, and I'm always totally with energy. Totally recommend, and please not compare yourself with your partner. Highly recommend to make some human design session with somebody you can find in your country, in your languages, but it's very important. Today we speak about more general needs between men and women, but again I want to say that every person is specific. Now it's take 90%, it's feel like this, but not means that all like this. When we work with men, and I was check what mean for men needs, usually for what men in difference between women, what men needs when men in relationship. How you think, what go in the first place? What need men in relationship? Why men go in relationship? What he want to receive in relationship? What for men it's very important to receive when he is in relationship? Admiration, yes. It's also, but not first place. Now many women say, oh no, how it's possible? Sex, yes, but not first place. First place, lady, take a breath. First place, what men would like to receive in relationship, it's a freedom. You can separate one paper on two, men needs, women needs. First place, it's freedom. When you give him freedom, he to be himself. When you not control him, when you will go, why you do this business, why you not do this business, how you speak, why you wear it, why you cut your hair, why you not cut your hair. Freedom, and you will see how often we are women, we are very stuck men. We not give him his freedom. We like to control all, and we are sure that only we can know what exactly we need to do with him. And to give your man freedom. Second, you are right about this. But after exceptions, it's number 3. Number 2, it's respect. Respect. Respect when I respect your decision, when I follow your decision, when I understand your decision, when I give your space and I listen your decision. For me, it's normal that if you man, you decide and it's correct and it's right. What to do if his decision not right? Very often women ask me this question. See, if he decides something, even if he's not right, after some period of time, he will understand his mistake and he will change it. But he needs to pass this way to see his mistake and to do changes. You need to give him respect. Ask yourself now how your mother gave respect to your father. If your mother was respect to your father, if she was follow what he told to her, if she was listen him, if he little bit even respect little bit was afraid of him. Usually, if you don't respect a man, you have lovers, you have other partners, you not have sexual interest to him because you not respect him. And respect is very, very, very important in a relationship. When you respect your partner, even if you don't agree with him. And how you feel if you respect a partners and man in your relationship or no? And very often, if you listen your partners, very often I'm totally sure your partners say, you don't respect me. I want you to respect me more. Who of you listen this in your life? You don't respect me. I want you to respect me more. The next is acceptance. When you can accept them. Bravo, India. Acceptance. When you can accept him how he is, when you not try to change him, when you not try to learn him how he need to do, when you really attract him and you can accept him. Also, for many women, it's very complicated because when we meet the man, we start to change him to say, you need to be like this, need to be like this, and all the time we try to change our partner. Who of you, when you met with men, you try to change him? Who of you see? Hello, Olga. Very beautiful. Who of you decide that you need to be different? You don't need to be like this. You need to be from different way. If you have this feeling that I want to change my partner, yes. Usually it's so, but he need to change. He need to be better. Yes, a lot of us, we are, yes. Next quality which man needs from us, and I say so now it's very how many clients of men in individual session which share with me these things, and it was usually reason why men divorce with you. First, he needs freedom, respect, acceptance, admiration. When you admire him, admiration. When you really admire him, and for you, you are your God. I never forgot. I had one situation in my life, one client, he is very successful man. and he was married from very strong, successful woman. They both had a business, and one moment he divorced with her, and he found other lady, very young lady, not education lady, and they go together, this young lady and other couples of the family. And all these ladies from other families, they was friends with his ex-wife, and they met all together. And this young new lady, she was on the table. Oh, how good! And all time she kissed him. He say how great him, how beautiful people, how beautiful weather, how she likes this, how she likes this. People see very strange because they know his previous wife. She was very strong woman, very tough woman, very and one moment girls go to toilet and company asks the guy, how it's possible? Your previous wife was so serious woman, speak 5 languages, so high education. Now this girl, she will not have high education, she not speak languages, not so smart. And he said, yes, but with my ex-wife, I always was stupid. Always she was bigger than me, stronger than me, richer than me, smarter than me, faster than me. And always I feel that I need to admire her. I admire her a lot, but I always was small and she always was big. And I feel tired. I'm 50. I want one time in my life to feel big and the woman to be small. Of course, it's different compensation, and if ask me, I believe in equal relationship, but I can understand very good, and very often I saw it, especially when a successful man suddenly separate with woman. When men say, I don't want to be more small, I want to be big, minimum equal. And a lot of women who is very strong, very fast, very pushing, you make your husband, your partner to feel small to you. Men will hate you, men will punish you, men will find a lover who not high education, who's not so good, but just to punish you. And admiration to men is very important, when you really admire him. Yes. How you think, why you choose more weak men than you? What provoked you to choose more weak men than you? If you make more money, if you're more successful, if you're more stronger, if you're more will woman, why you choose more weak men than you? What provoked you? Mhm. Do you have in your life man who is less than you? Not so successful, not so smart? Mhm. How you feel with this type of man? How you feel when you're bigger? How you feel when you're bigger? Mhm. Who would like to share? Mhm. How you feel when you're bigger? Mhm. Very often when we feel that I am bigger than a man, I feel very safety. It gives me safeness, but of course we lost sexual attraction. But it's safe. I can stop him, I can go away of him, I can stop to communicate with him, I can take my space, and it gives this feeling of safety. So, and of course, admiration is not possible here. Mhm. And I very, very would like if after this marathons you will start to attract men who is equal to you or even bigger than you. And then you will give this men things very easier. Admiration, good sex. Who need to provocate sex? Who need to do first step in sex? Woman or man? Woman. Woman is a lady who provocates sex. You show man how you like him, how you want him. You touch him, you kiss him, you provocate him. You don't stay and don't wait he to do the first step. Of course, when you have already a relationship, first men choose you, and we choose from men who choose us already. But we are, as a women, we provocate to make first step. You seduce your partner, you seduce your man. It's very important to seduce. Because if you not seduce, it's very difficult to have a relationship. And for many women, it's like a taboo. to go, to show to him. How you show your partner, how you seduce your partner. Can you tell it, I seduce my partner, I seduce my partner. And how it for you to seduce, how you do it. Can you give me several example how you seduce your partner? Just to take a like. How you seduce. How you seduce. I use my tone of voice with word and perfume. Who wants to share? Play with my lips when I talk to him. General, today a little bit would like to speak about this, the body language of seductive women. I hope you go and you met with some men the last week. How was your homework? Already more people were here. How was your homework? Did you meet with new men? How was the feeling to meet with new men? How was feeling to write some new men? Some of you go out with him. And women who is more successful in a relationship, usually they are not very good in seduction. How we can show with body language then we like a man. Man, of course, cannot understand exactly what you're doing, but he will feel that you are very sexy. When we do body language, we use it from our unconscious mind. We don't do it from conscious mind. On this level, he just reads this lady very sexy. He even don't know why. What we do first, please write seduction. What we do first to seduce your partner, to seduce him. First, you need to be horny. You need to be horny. It's your woman obligation. How you can make yourself to feel horny? Maybe you read some books, 50 Shades of Grey or something else. Maybe you maybe you go out without underwear. Maybe you touch yourself before you go out and you have several orgasm. Maybe you have favorite vibrator, which really you're crazy about this vibrator. Maybe you go to shower and you play with the shower in the bath. Maybe you read some erotical articles. Maybe you go naked in the home and you dance from yourself. Before to go out with a man, you must to be horny. You go out horny. When you want to seduce a man, even if you don't know this man, for example, you go somewhere and you see in fitness and you see very nice man which you like it a lot. Start to think how he makes sex. Write it, please. How he makes sex. Interesting. How look his cock, how he makes sex, how he can keep my hand, how he can keep my face. Start to make fantasy. Yes. How to make a fantasy. Thank you, Ebru. I didn't know this. Watch. It's called 365. Epitome of interactive hot man. So how he makes sex, how he kisses. Just start to think about this. Think about this and feel how it's connect with you. It's called Ebru 365. 365. Thank you. I will check it. Interesting. It's very, and start to move your vagina muscles. You push it, you relax it. You push it, you relax it. You push it, relax. You push, now together, relax. And you feel your muscles, how you push, relax. For example, you make a fitness, you see on this man, you see how he makes sex, and you push and relax your vagina muscles. When you move your vagina muscles and you start about sexual fantasy about men, your body start to immediately have different hormones. You have these hormones attractant. Usually women who think about sex, they're more attraction for men. And you think about this. Second, you start need to touch your body. Yes, you touch your body. For example, you take your hair and you put it on the one side. You open your neck. When it's open, it's vulnerable, this part of your body. It immediately provocates man that he can kiss your hair. You're vulnerable. You open yourself. You show the most vulnerable part because it's most, if somebody will bite your hair, you will die. It's the most more vulnerable part of your body. You show it to him. It means I am yours. You can take me. I follow you. Your fingers, it's like a mouse on the laptop, on the desktop. Where you put your fingers, his eyes follow you. And if you want to accent on your lips, you put it around your lips. If you have some décolleté, around your teeth. If you want about your neck, you put it close to your neck. And you slowly touch yourself. You can speak and slowly touch yourself. If you have a glass of water, you slowly touch a glass of water. And try when you want to seduce to be more slowly. You speak slowly, you move slowly, you little bit open your lips, one finger. You see one eye, other eye of him, one eye, other eye. And I very like geisha eyes. It's called geisha eyes. You go in some place, bar, restaurant, somewhere. You fix one man which you like him. You see on him. You see that he also saw you and he also see on you. You keep this contact 2-3 seconds. You see on him. After you put your head in the other side, he have times to see on you, to see how beautiful you are. It's around 5-6 seconds. You come back, you see that he continued to see you. It means that he likes what he saw. In this moment, you see again his eyes. You go down like you're shy, and slowly, 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 after you see on him, and smile. Now I do it faster. 2-3 seconds, you see him. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Come back. He see you. Down. And slowly take it up. It's work like bombs. And I highly recommend today your movie, Mars Geisha, I think it's called, this Japan-American movie about Japanese geisha. You can see exactly these eyes very clearly. You need to learn to work with your eyes. When you are married, when you have a partner, you also need to learn to flirt with your partner and to play the games. Sometimes when I go with my husband, I play like we never know each other. We've been in one very nice hotel soon, before this COVID, and was one good swimming pool. He go first, I go a little bit later, and it was totally empty swimming pool on the last floor in one very nice place. And I go inside and I say inside myself, if it's not my husband, if it's some man, how are we feeling? We are on it was very late, 9, 10 in the night. I am alone in swimming pool, one man alone. And I go inside to connect with this feeling, how I feel if it's foreigner, which I don't know. It's very good to play with your partner. And immediately I think how I will to flirt, to see on him, how will to touch my body. And I go in swimming pool, put up my breast, and I say, "Hello, mister, how are you? Where are you from?" I haven't seen me a little bit strange. And they say, "I'm the first time the photo, and interesting company I found in swimming pool. He understood that I pay." And he started to say, yes, I've been before. I say, really, you travel a lot, yeah? I say, yes. I say, what do you do? And we start to flirt like it's foreigner, to ask some questions, to play, after to kiss. It was so funny to do this when you play like foreigner, like you never saw these people, like a stranger of you. And especially when you have a long relationship, it's very important to have this sometimes to change game, because all happens here. If it's a new partner and you go to flirt with him, also be sexy, be horny. Push your muscles, touch yourself. Need to be something little bit open. Can be we have several vulnerable points which can be open. This part make us very vulnerable when it's open, and better if you're in seductive stage, little bit open here. This part need to be open. This part is also very vulnerable, and good if you have some clothes not to cover this part. To be, for example, clothes from this or from this, not longer than this, and it's to be open. To be your nails open also, and to be your neck open when you can remove from backside. In geisha, you can see it also how they open their neck, and sometimes it's very nice to open your neck. Yes. Don't need to be vulgar, don't need to be too open, but need to be some sexual provocation. Very important, your perfume, how you smell like a flower, to feel that I'm really in sex mood and seduce your partner. How was the first meeting? Who of you has this brave to make the first meetings? Who of you may make a constellation to your partners? Who asks 36 questions to your friends, to your partners? How was for you? The homework which I gave you last time. Okay. Who would like to share? And if you not do it, what stop to you? How you provocate yourself? Because you're here in marathon of relationship, and you need to do these things or with your partners or with your new partners, and to meet and not to find explanation. And if you not do it, how you explain why you provocate yourself to stay in the same place and not to find a man? If you met with men or you spoke with men, which type of men come now in your life? I have not down. It's he is not available. I did it, and I found out so much new stuff about him. Great. Okay, he has COVID positive. Why you not found other? I found a guy, a gay online. Attract men, but they not take care in further. I stepped to business meeting and already have a partner, but didn't take certification during nice lunch together in the restaurant. I felt closer after this exercise. Great. Bravo, Olga. We text every day. So, but I refused to see because I asked him too many questions. Okay, try the next. Getting to know each other. Okay. This is very sexual horny man. It's nice. Horny man, it's always good, girls. My partner started to touch me more. Great. Very happy for you. So, we give men good sex. We seduce our man. We are beautiful for him. We are also one thing. It's very important to be always ready. But always, 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 when you can do sex everywhere, in the all conditions, all positions, everywhere, all time, it's also very, very important. To give him this space. So, what else need men from us? Thankful, to be appreciated. To be appreciated. Tell it again, men need from us freedom, respect, acceptance, admiration, good sex, and appreciation. To be thankful to him. When you give him these things, it's need men with male energy. If you have male with female energy, he will want things which wants a woman. If you want these things from men, you're a woman with a male energy. I tell it again, freedom, when you can do all what you want, respect, when you want, for example, respect to you, acceptance, to accept you like you are, admiration, good sex, and appreciate. Usually it's the things which wants male men or male women. What wants a woman who has female energy? How you think? What wants male who have female energy? What is important from this type of ladies? What is the need of female lady? And now we will see in which energy you are. Attention, yes, but not first place. Security, stability, validation, yes, Olga. First place, it's careful. Care. We want somebody to take care about us. To care, to drink, to give you coffee, to ask how you feel today, to bring your flowers, to help you, to care. Second, we want security. Security, protection. We want to feel that I have men who can protect me, can give me security. That I am not alone. He can beat all other people, all enemy of me, and he can protect me, security. Second, yes, stability. Female woman want marriage, want to be together, to know it's my partner, we are stability together. He married to me, and I feel very stability with him. Yes, from female women, it's very important stability. Next, what women look to understanding. What means this? And now I would like to open one very important topic about friends. Because very often you accept that your partner needs to be your girlfriend. What means this? So often you're complaining, Natalia, we not speak. I want to speak with him and we not speak. And I say, but how you not speak? You speak. No, you know, with my friends I speak so many hours, but with him he start to be upset if I speak too much. He cannot listen me. You know that a man cannot be your girlfriend. And if we speak about male with male energy, usually he can accept only 3,000 words per day. And it's including messages, SMS, phone calls, emails, all about this. We are women, we can accept around 30,000 words per day. And it's without messages, WhatsApp, emails, 3,000 and 30,000. Big gap, yeah, 27,000 gap. And when you try to speak with men, how usually speak a woman? We women little bit like on Russian we has Chukcha. It's people who live like this on the Eskimos, Chukcha. And Chukcha, it's not the most smarter people in the world. It's people who what they see, what they speak. I see snow. On snow has homes. On homes has people. On people has children. All what they see, what they tell it. What very often do women? We are like a Chukcha. All what we think, we start to speak with him. And it's very funny because you can start, you travel, for example, with your partner, he drive, and suddenly something come on your, because now I travel with my husband, and it was like South France. And we travel into Greece, and I say, you know, it's like South France. You remember South France? And I like Leonardo DiCaprio. And he was very good in this movie, Titanic. No, but I don't want to go to America. Husband still me say, what? And what happened in my brain? It reminded me South France. When we been last time in South France, Leonardo DiCaprio, he has very big event. And we was passed very close to this event. And I reminded the South France with DiCaprio. And when I think about DiCaprio, I think about Titanic. And I connected with America Titanic. And it has some association chain in my brain. But of course, my husband cannot follow my association. In one moment, he lost. And we are women, we are very illogical. And usually we confuse a man. And he tried to listen us. He totally not understand what we wants to tell to him. He feel upset, angry, and one moment he don't want to listen you. And very often you complain to me, we not speak because it's difficult. If you want to speak with man, you need to give him conclusion. The most important 5 minutes from 2 hours speaking. You speak with your friends, girlfriends, 1 hour and 55 minutes. Last 5 minutes you keep it, and only these 5 minutes you tell to your husband. And not feel bad because you cannot speak with him. He is a man. Especially men with male energy not speak. When speak men speak when he has some problems, when he need to ask some fact and he need reply exactly on this fact. He not speak about his feeling. He not speak without to have a reason. We women, we speak about all. And from this place, if you want to have happy relationship, you need to have a girlfriends, women with whom you speak. Men cannot to be your girlfriend. Very often you confuse it and you complain about this. Girlfriends, psychological, it's your part. With your partners, you don't need to speak so much. And we women need understanding. Usually we complain. And after, for example, you complain on your job and you say, hey, stop your work. I don't want to stop my work. You don't understand me. He said, but you said that you don't like it. Yes, but I don't want to stop it. And again, you feel you're not understandable. And it's very important to understand the man. I just want just to listen me. Not give me a solution, not tell me what I need to do, just to understand me. Women, of course, we need stability. And we need to trust a man. 6, trust. Trust plus relax. Inside us, all of women, we are dreamed to relax finally. Because we feel a lot of stress in our life and you say, I cannot more. I want to relax. I don't want more. And also on this topic, with whom I don't need to be a friend. With whom I don't need to be a friend. I don't need to be friend with my parents. I don't need to be a friend with my children. And I don't need to be a friend with my partner. Why not with parents? Because if you're a friend with your parents, you lost your hierarchy. You don't need to speak with your parents how you make sex, what happened with you. Your parents don't need to explain how they not have sex or mother to complain of your father. It's totally forbidden. And please, if your mother tried to be friends with you, you need to tell to your mother, stop. You're my mother. You're not my friend. And I really don't care and I don't want to know about my father, about your personal life with him, and I don't know you to know about my husband and about my personal life with him. It's my story. You're my mother, you're not my friend. If you have children, you don't need to be friends with your children. Your children can't to have their secrets, they don't need to speak about sex with you. They have some things which you don't know and it's okay. You cannot to go in their room and to take and to do all what you want with them. And your partner, it's your friend, but need to have also some little bit space to have a flirt between you. Because you know, maybe you have some men friends. If it's totally friend, you can tell to him all, but you not have this sexual attraction. With your partner, you need to have little bit, not totally friendship, little bit secret, little bit what you not give on 100%, a little bit which you keep only from yourself. In this case, it's have your inner flirt, because if you totally friends, usually you don't want to have sex with him. You become to be friends, and you know when you have friendship with men, you don't want to go deep in this. And not try all time to make your husband your girlfriend. Please have your girlfriends and not confuse children, parents, and partner with friends. So women needs, if you speak about female woman, you need care, security, stability, understanding, trust and relax, I need 2 times stability, marriage, it's also here, marriage. If man, female energy, male wants and looking for this. Man wants to receive care for you, you to be his mother. Man want to have security, you to secure him and to protect him. Men to want stability of you, you be always close to him. Men want to understand him, all his problems, and to decide his problems. Men want trust and relax to you. I had soon one session with one very beautiful lady. She's very beautiful, very successful, very young, amazing lady. And she's with one guy, which all time has problems with money. And all time she give him money from his business, she support him. All time he has some troubles with previous relationship, previous children. All time she understand him. For example, he not meet her with children from previous marriage. Many years they have relationship, but he not do it. And she say, yes, but I understand him. It's not your fault. You don't need to understand your man. Men need understand to you. And she complained me in consultation, Natalia, he not care about me. Of course, no. You stay in the male energy. But from other side, this lady, she has totally freedom. She travel everywhere all time. She wants he to respect her and her decision. She wants he to accept her like she is because she is very hard-working lady. She wants he to admire her, to give her good sex and to be appreciated to her. Her needs exactly as a man and his needs exactly as a woman. And check please in which energy you stay. What is for you most important? I mean, parents and kids should be keep their sexual life private. Yes, I get that, but as parent, how to do prepare your children from their sexual lives. You need just to have your happy life with your partners. If your children see how you keep your partner, how you kiss each other, how you hug each other, how sometimes he blame you from your boobs, from this it's enough to see sex something very normally. You not speak about this, but they see that you have your sexuality from this way. It's enough. Or others, they will learn it from school, from children, from porno movies, from the books. Believe me, not exist somebody who not learn about sex. But you know how confusion and how we feel bad when mother, fathers go to children. No, we need to speak about sex, and shame feel all. And children feel very shame and not comfortable in the situation. And parents will feel somehow how to speak about this. It's not your job. They will learn. Okay. About condoms, they will use it. Don't worry about them. But admiration alone, only a masculine energy, because I saw that a human do it. No. Admiration, it's more important from men or women with with male energy. For women, we need to feel a trust. We need to feel that men can protect you if you're in female energy. If for you very important admiration, usually you have a lot of male energy. You want to approve that I exist, I am big, I am great. From women, I would like to say compliments, not exactly admiration, compliments. Compliments, yes. Compliments, and he see how beautiful you are. And when he make compliments how beautiful you are. For men, you make admiration how successful he is, how strong he is. If you have a boy, son, always tell to him you're so smart, you're so successful, you're so powerful. If you have a girl, to her to say you're so beautiful, you're so princess, you're so kind. And women with female energy, they are very kind and beautiful, and men, they are strong and smart. Так. I am masculine woman, but I also want my partner some of things if you had on other list of woman female energy. It's important what is the priority for you. For example, if you have more female energy, for you priority will care, security, stability, and you don't need to feel so freedom. For example, my sister, she's totally in female energy. For her, the most important, her partner to take care about her financial stability, security, and her freedom is to go to manicure, to pedicure, to buy the clothes. It's her freedom. It's enough. She don't need other things. For example, I have a lot of masculine energy, and for me, very important to travel in many countries, to open business, to sell the office, to buy the office. The area of freedom is different. In masculine energy, you has a lot of responsibility, and you do many things. In feminine energy, you also has freedom, but your freedom not so big. You don't need to do big things. But you also want some of partner things. Yes. I learned zero about sex from partner. My friend taught me everything. And I'm grateful for this, and they always stressed condoms too. Yes. Respect. Women, if you're female energy, for women, more important not to receive respect, more important receive they to j'adore. How on English j'adore? J'adore, it's French. J'adore. India. How was on English? Adore as well. Adore, yes. Adoration, yes, adoration. Because if he respects you, very often it means that you become to be like a business partner. For women, even it's a little bit sadly, but it's not so important in relationship he to respect you too much. Usually, if men respect you too much, he not wants sex with you. But if he adore to you, if you're his goddess, maybe you're not so smart, maybe you're not so successful, but he's crazy about you. And it's will more attraction and more stability for relationship. Because I know has one funny story in my life. I was work with one guy. He's genius, very, very, very smart guy. Oh my God, he's really genius. Has many awards. He did many open things. Amazing guy, and I like him a lot, like as a man. But he was respect me. And one day I very open decided to speak with him, and I say to him, you know, I like you as a man. And we worked from some projects together, and he said, Natalia, I respect you. They say, and he say, I have now new girl. He was single when we met, but after 2-3 months, he met with one lady, and he say, you know, I don't respect her, but I adore her, and I want to be with her. She's so crazy, she's stupid, but really amazing. And then I understood very good difference. Many men in my life respect me. Before, when I was younger and not was so successful, so big, and many men don't know me, the mostly men was adore me. Now, very often men respect me. And I saw so many times in my life when men respect me, they don't want me as a woman. They really respect me as a partner, as a successful woman, as a rich woman, but in this moment, disappear this when they really adore me. And for women, it's very important to receive this adore. Yes, I am in chatting mean in testing. I like being to Cupid shooting. Love when I get chance. I can be checky what to do. You think about this, Natalia? And cheating man and teasing. What means this? I like being the Cupid shooting. Love. Oh, I not understand every. Sorry. Explain me some other words. If you're a masculine woman and your man respects you too much and almost afraid of you, of course, doesn't want sex with you. Yes. What can you do to change the dynamic? Now you can see, yeah, that it's not so good for a woman to be respected. You work now with this. Now I want to first understand it. And how does the influence in sex life? Because I have the same, and sometimes I am confused because I don't want to take fake what I am not. You know, unfortunately, the most my clients I start to meet with very successful, smart, beautiful women, and very often you found too small, too weak, too feminine men. And the reason why you do it is because you inside you has a lot of afraid to be a woman, and it's more comfortable for you. You want to have your freedom, you want to have your respect, you want to say acceptance, you want to show how big you are, and usually on background you have some father to whom you not feel safety. The first 6 years in our life, we grow up when you feel that I can feel safety to men. Now I offer you to make one constellation with this to change the dynamic and to see how we can work, but it's a process. In general, give yourself, you know, when you know what to do and you understand the things, you can to say, and I never feel safe with my father. Yes, exactly about this we think. Exactly. If you would like to be female woman, you need to feel your father as male, and you need to give first these things to your father. To give your father freedom, to respect your father, to accept your father, to admire your father, to accept his, of course, not sex, that he is man and he can do his choices, even if he has lovers or other women, you can accept it, and to feel appreciate to him. And very often it's not happened. And now I offer you to make one constellation together about men. And I would like if you can found or 7 papers or 7 small pillows. Can be 7 papers, it's okay. First paper, it's with your father, after your grandfather, your grandfather, your grandfather, and 7 generations of men after your father from his line, paternal line. Paternal line. Prepare this, please. We work with biological father. We work with biological father. Okay. And now I would like you to ask to leave first, second, and one line. First your father, grandfather, grandfather, one line. And little bit space before. I will put a little bit of music. And now at the moment, stand up. I will sit, but you stand up because you can listen me better. Stand up and see on line of men in your generation, your paternal line. See on this line. And remember your feeling about your father when you was a child, how you was felt about him. If you felt protect of him, if you felt safety, if you know that he can protect you from everything, and all what you need, he always can protect you. Remember how was look the place where you live together. How was the floor in your home? How was the furniture inside? How you felt when your father wasn't home? How you felt when he go out? What you listen about him? And now only with your body, please show the dynamic of relationship with him. Maybe you push him. Maybe you cannot see him. Maybe you're afraid of him. Maybe you want to protect him and to give your support. Maybe you seduce him and you want to be small girl to close to him and to take out your mother and to be close to your father. Maybe you don't know who's him and you are seeing different line. How you was feel about your father? If you feel safety or no. How you was accept him. Just to show with your body. And stay frozen in this. And feel what you feel in this position. When you stay like this, what you feel. Take a breath. Frozen in this. What you feel in this position. Ask yourself why you did it. Why you did it. Maybe only this was a way to survive. Why you did it. How you was feel about this. To whom you wanted to protect from this way. Yourself, your mother, your sister's brother. What was the most painful position? Maybe you need to be very small. Maybe you need not listen, not see. Show with your body the most painful moments in relationship with your father. Only with your body. The most painful moments in dynamic of relations with your father. And when you stay in this position, feel it. And ask yourself in this moment what I believe about men in my life. Through this position, what I believe about men in my life. Through this position, what I believe about men in my life. See how your body remember it. How you wear it in your body. And can you imagine that in your life come one miracle, come opportunity to change it, to make it different. And if you can change it, maybe you see other fathers with children, maybe you see it in some movie or you read in the book, how you would like to be your relationship with your father when you trust him and when you feel safety. How will look my relationship with my father when I trust him and when I feel safety? How will look my relationship, and show with your body how will look my relationship with my father when I trust him and I feel safety? And to show it with your father. And take a breath. I would like your body to remember this movement. When I feel safety with my father, when I trust him. Give this new program to your body. I can feel safety, I can trust my father. And see on him, he also was just a person who came with his pain through his father. And his father comes through pain of his father. And his father comes through pain of his father. And every man in your generation, they also were so pain. Somebody was reject them. Somebody hurt them. Somebody steal them. Maybe somebody was something steal from them or betray them. And can you feel your empathy, your respect to their pain? I respect pain of my father and all men from my paternal line. Can you sit on your knees down? Can you sit on your knees down slow? And see her from this place. And to tell him, Father, I'm small and you are big. Father, I'm small and you're big. I am small, you are big. I respect you. I respect your pain. I forgive you. Please forgive me too. And I trust you. I trust you. And now with all your body, you go down. You go down to ball to your father and all men in your generation. With all your body, you go down, you lay down. And just to feel how for you totally to relax, totally to trust a man in your life. To surrender them. Take a breath, just feel your body. Maybe has big resistance in your brain, it's okay. But tell yourself, it's my choice. It's safety for me. This time it's safety. This time it's feel safety. I can trust the man. I feel safety with men. I surrender to them. I don't want to approve the men that I am the same, that I am equal to them. I am a woman. And I accept my woman energy. And to feel how for you to accept your woman energy and to feel safety when you're vulnerable with your father. Even if it was dangerous in your life, now change it. Imagine how it can be if you stay with men. And what will change in your life if you feel totally safety with men. If I trust men. If I attached with men. How I allow myself to be attached to men. And to feel safety with them. Give your body to remember this feeling. And slowly, slowly to come back and to stand up. And you can grow up and become your age. And it gives energy, a feeling of safeness. I feel safe with my partner. How to feel safe. And please continue the exercise. I will ask it several times. All come in your brain. If I feel safety with men, then I will. If I will feel safety with men, then I will. All would come to you. If I feel safety with men, then I will. If I feel safety with men, then I will. And continue several things. If I feel safe with men, then I will. What are you doing? How you communicate? Which type of man you will change? What you can share to them? If I feel safety with men, then I will. If I feel safety with men, I will. What I will do? Which type of man I will change or choose? What I will tell to them? What I will do in my life? Next sentences. I will feel relaxed when. I will feel relaxed when. I will feel relaxed when. If I will trust a man, then. If I will trust a man, then. What will happen if you trust a man? If I will trust a man, then. What will happen in this situation? Okay. Who would like to share what you realize? Why we do it? When you reach? Because I know that most of you do not have the feeling of safety. From this reason, you need to be very male women. And second, you have trust. Even if you not have it at the moment, we can do new bridge in your brain like already it exists. And when you start to train it and to make movements, to make actions, to make choices, like already it's happened, it's quite psychological. One moment it will happen with you, even if it exists. It totally depends of you. Yes, I had one session with one lady. She's from one village, from very, very families. They beat her a lot. Her mother herself, very good situation. And finally, she went to from Europe, mid accidentally removed in this country, where Europe. And they together many years. She came to me when was bad with her. She was with him, but he reached a man. He didn't give me. He cheat her. He go with other girls. And she means they are very unhappy because I have two children, I not have money, and he not respect me. He not love me, but respect not like business, not respect like humans. With different respect. And he do all what he wants. And we started to work with her, and she found this way that she never trusted her father because he was beaten since she was a very small child, and all the time she afraid of him, and always she was in position of victim. And they say, okay, can you imagine that you trust a man and you trust your partner and you really feel safety with him, and to stop to be afraid all the time, what do you change? She say, maybe I will start to share what I wanted. I want to have education, and I would like to speak with him about this, and I want to have more children, and I want to have my money, and I want to have something by name. And she starts slowly to speak him this. And we worked with her almost 1 year, and amazing transformation. She wants to be our teacher, maybe one day you might ask her. And she now has the best marriage. Now her husband totally changed, but totally. He started to take care about her. He started to love her so much. All the time he gave some gifts. He paid her money on educations. She changed already 5 professions. What she wants to do now? She wants to be a therapist. She wants to have more children. Totally different story, but totally. Like it's new husband. And she said me, you told me to about yourself to around last minute. She sometimes stopped, sometimes she continued, but generally around 2. So when first time you told that he can change, it's not possible because he's like, of course, he's the same. Yes, why you cannot listen me? Now you can listen to me. Of course, it's not change character, not change temperament, but actions to us can change. When you change your model, your partner will change how he speak with you. You need just to work with your side, to read to yourself space. Так, I will change. I hope now it's better. Okay. So, and our job to change our brain and to change inside us and to make this bridge, then I can feel safety and I can trust the man slowly, slowly, and exactly to find a result. If it's happened, what will change? Who would like to share if I will trust my partner, what will change with me? If I will trust my partner, what will change with me? If I will feel safe. Mm-hmm. Olga?
Violetta, do you want to share? Or we can take turns. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I want to. Hi, Natalia. I got very emotional when we did this exercise, and you couldn't see me, but I started to cry really hard because I realized that I will cry now as well. And actually, it's very interesting. I had just a second. I had a dream a week ago with you, Natalia. In that dream, we were at my grandparents' house, the house where my father grew up. So the dream was about the paternal ancestral line, and we were outside. You were cooking gazpacho. I don't know why. You were very happy, and you were saying to everybody, now I will cook gazpacho, and I will feed this soup to the man waiting in the room. And I was like, wow, Natalia is here. What is she doing here? And I was very amazed, that you were there. And then I enter into the room and I see the men, 4 or 6 of them from the paternal line, sitting around the table with my father there as well. And I saw that 2 or 3 spots were empty, and they have to be filled with men from the paternal line. And it's so amazing that we are doing this exercise right now. And my story is that, my father, he is well and alive. His father, the grandfather, he died when he was 57. He had, he got paralyzed, so he died eventually. His father, the grandfather, he died during war, and he never got
Did you feel safe?
I remember during the exercise how I used to feel very safe with my father, and I think I wanted to be with him more than I wanted to be with my mother because I felt closer to him. So when we did the exercise, I saw myself as a small girl in his arms. He used to play with me like that. But he was a business person, so he spent a lot of time working, and I only saw him late in the evening. And I guess I think I have double feelings, because in a way I feel like he was close to me, but I feel like I was also neglected a little bit. But I think I feel a very deep wound in my family line because the man died at a young age, and women had to be really strong. And I realized while I was doing the exercise with you that I am afraid to have children and to get married because there is a spot inside myself that makes me feel unsafe. I am afraid that the man maybe will die and will leave me alone. Yeah, so I realized I have this.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I feel it's not only mine. Yeah.
If you're around 30, 35 and you're alone and single, especially with your beauty, it seems that there's a lot of fears to be in a relationship. Because if you take generation of all the fears, it's fear I cannot manage my pain if something happened. I cannot manage my pain if he will die. I cannot manage my pain if he will betray me. I cannot manage my pain if he stops me. I can manage my pain if he rejects me. And all what we have enough, like I cannot manage my pain. Doesn't matter the reason of this. The anxiety, it means I cannot protect my pain. It can be too painful. And I cannot go more deeper in the relationship because it's a bit painful and afraid to be vulnerable and afraid to have a children or afraid to laugh. Because if I lost my laugh, I don't know how to manage it. And I prefer not to laugh, not to feel vulnerable, but from other side to save this pain in my life. And it means that you continue to stay like a child because from children it's very difficult and they not have some power to accept pain. They don't know what to make with this pain. For them, pain is too big. But when we become to be adult, we already have our ability to accept the pain, to make like container of this pain, make like container of this pain, to accept the pain, and to work with our pain. We don't need to afraid too much about pain. I'm just maybe help
we can stop the videos on this.
Yes. And when you, if you talk relationship, it's that you need to allow yourself. Yes, it can be painful, but I have ability to work with this pain if it happens. Because I'm adult and I can take care about my pain. In this case, I grow up and I can take care about my pain. I can take care about my pain. I have ability to manage my pain. You can listen me now. I can ability to pain. I will try. Yes. No, but I have ability to accept my pain, to listen my pain. Can you tell it now, all of you? I have ability to accept my pain. I can ability to work with my pain. I can ability to be vulnerable. And ask yourself when you allow yourself to be vulnerable. Only from vulnerability we can go inside in deep relationship. And yes, sometimes we can lose somebody. But from other side, we can have very happy many years relationship and we can have really happy moments. And we can have very closeness relationship. Love, it's a risk. And Olga, if you allow yourself to accept your pain and to feel that you have ability now to work with your pain if something happened, can you allow yourself to laugh, man, to open your heart and to try? Can you allow yourself to open your heart and to try? And to show slowly the man your emotions, your feeling, your wishes.
Yes, I am doing this. I've done this many times. Now I am in a committed partnership and I see myself getting married with this person. But you know, I work with the ancestral line as well for at least 3 years now. And I thought that many issues were cleared, but now with you, it exploded again. It means that there is something that is not complete there. And I just saw how there are some missing spots and they have to be filled with the men from the ancestral line. It's like the men are missing and I have to fill the gaps for them, you know, to put them back into their rightful place. And I realized that even if I am ready to get married, I have fear of getting into the next stage of vulnerability of giving birth, you know, offering children to the man, because somewhere deep I have this ancestral fear that the man will not be with me to raise them, something like that. Yeah. So I
you
still
can
have
change
to.
the
clear it is.
You sure have some programs connect with your mother, and you saw some scenario like this in your family line, but you can give yourself permission and to say, I always will have men close to me and to my children, always. This man, other men, but I know that I always will have partner which will help me, which grow up with me, close to me. It's my reality. I give myself permission for this. And when you give this permission to yourself, it will happen with you. I always will give a man with me. For me, it's normally. This lady today, which I spoke about her, that from poor family when they beat her a lot, she say, you know, Natalia, I always was said I will live abroad and I will wear diamonds. So I don't know how I know this. I'm from a very poor family and not has chance to go out, but finally it's happened with me. Her man is foreigner, she has many diamonds, and for her it's reality. But she say, I know was believe, I decide to believe on this. I always will do this. We will do millionaire marathons end of July, and one lady who will help me, she's Russian. She's from very, very, very poor family also, without father. And she, when she was a child, she saw one movie, Santa Barbara TV series. And she said, I always tell I will be very rich, I will be very successful, and I will go to Santa Barbara. And now she's 38, she's very successful, she's millionaire, she has a very, very good business. And she said, last year I was 3 months in America, and I take very good rent a car, and I go to Santa Barbara, the best hotels, the best restaurants with very beautiful clothes. And exactly I say it's happened with me, but I always tell it to myself, of course it will matter. So always I will have a lot of money and I will be very good and I will have amazing partner. It's normal. If you decide it will like this, now we live in a period when very fast we can manage our reality. And now you realize that you have this gap, you can cover this gap. And you say, today I choose my new truth. In my new truth, I will have this. What can help from this? Usually when I do new beliefs, I make some sacrifice per 1 month. Now I work with one belief about my business and I make one sacrifice. I stop to eat after 6. In 1 month, I not eat after 6. It was very difficult because sometimes we had some birthdays, people go somewhere. But again, I not do it. It can help a lot when you make new beliefs and you make some sacrifice or some new actions. When I divorced and I wanted to find my husband, I say I will meet a new husband. He will like this, like this, like this. And I will run every day, minimum 15 minutes per day, he to come in my life. And when I'm running, I was visualize how he come, how he hug me, how I feel very safety with him, how we enjoy each other. And exactly after 1 month, I meet him and exactly how I visualize exactly this type of man. We can make all new actions. Every day you need to do this action, not more than 15 minutes, something not so difficult. Or you can sacrifice to stop something, to make these new skills in your life like something normal for you. And of course, you need to do new actions. Today, when I spoke with my clients, she said me, you know, I asked my husband why before he was so bad with me. And he told me, oh, because you was very close, like you hide something, like you're liar. Because when you not speak, you are liar. And she say, I was so ashamed because my father never allowed me to speak and always beat me a lot if I speak. And for my shame, I never share what I want, what is important for me, what I feel about this. But when I say I decide to trust my partner and I decided I can feel safe with him, I start slowly to share what I would like, what I think, what I believe, what I agree, what I don't agree. And slowly, he start listening, but suddenly you change. You start to share with what you want. And now I know how to make you happy. You tell me, for example, you like to go to this good restaurant and I want to take you because now I know what you want. And you say, I never said it's so easy. I say it's not so easy because before you not was trusted to him and you not feel safety. And for this reason, you always feel like this because you used to be from your childhood and your dynamic with men was like this from your father. And of course, when you stay like this, people want to beat you. When you stay like this and you change the dynamic of your body, how you would like to be, you are ready to accept, to take it from men. Of course, he wants to give you because he feels, okay, of course, you want, welcome. And now please stay in position when you open. Just to feel it again, stay please on the line of your father and just to feel how you open to him. Maybe from some of you it's very difficult to stay open. Just to feel how for me to be open and to receive. Take a breath, stay in this. How you receive. And can you take it now out of you and to tell it? My dear Father, I would like to receive from you what you would like to receive from your Father. My dear Father, I would like to receive from you to take care about me, you to give me security, you to make to feel me safe, you to listen me, you to make me gifts, you to tell me compliments. But ask it, please. I would like you to speak it. It's to pass from your throat. Again and again. I am ready to receive of you, Father. And feel how you feel when you tell it. How you feel when you tell it. I would like to receive from you. And how you feel when you tell it. Relax your body, please. Relax your body because I feel that some of you very loose to keep your body. Relax. You need to be in the flow. You receive. You can receive only when you are in the flow. And can you imagine how your father to tell to you? Of course, my dear daughter. I so want to give it to you. Of course, my dear daughter. I so want to give it to you. I so want to give you my protection, my care, my safety. I can take care about your feelings. I can take care about your needs. I am always with you. Even if I die or if I will die one day, again I will with you. Again I will support you. Again I will love you. And just feel how for you when you have totally support of him, totally love of him. Give the space to yourself that you deserve it. And tell it to yourself, I deserve it. I am value. I deserve it. I am value woman. I deserve it. And take it in your heart. Feel how safe you are. How your father cares about you. And how you can tell it to your partners. And you can keep the same energy to your partners to feel safety with them and to trust to them. And how you feel, who would like to share? How you feel, who would like to share? Now I would like you to show one theory. I will spoke about this a little bit in Geisha. It's a theory of Eric Berne. I will send you the book of him. Because I saw a lot of you do these mistakes in a relationship. Very often you ask me, Natalia, my partner abusive to me, my partner bad with me, my partner lied to me, my partner cheat me, why it's happened with me? Today I would like to write some things which I think it's very fundamental from relationship. It's your standards in relationship. When you write your standards, I would like now to write your standards through feeling. Then I feel safety with men and then I trust men. Even you can sit on the different chair when you will to write these things. On this chair will sit a woman, not you, a woman who trusts men and totally relax of them. Feel totally relaxed with men, trust them, to feel safety with men. It's not you. And I would like from her standards of this woman, or a little bit can change place when you're sitting, but not to be the same place, please, to remove somewhere and to sit it and to feel now that you're not you, you're one very female woman who relaxes, to trust men, to feel so good in her body. And from position of this lady, which 5 standards you would like to have your partner? 5 standards, it means which partner I would like to accept and which partner will totally I don't want. For example, when I was choose my partner and I was wrote my things, first place for me he to be single. I totally in this period of time don't was agree to be with some married man, to be single. Second, to be with healthy life. I don't accept men who drunk, take drugs, all these things. It's not my standard. Third, to want to have a babies, because I meet many men, but many of them don't want to have children. They had already or a bit too old and all the things. Fifth, to be age of close to my age. I didn't want some old men. I don't like old men. I want to be maximum difference around 10 years, maximum, but 5, 6, it's okay for me. And I wanted to be from good family. It was my standards. Your can be different. For example, one of my friends, she likes to drink wine a lot and she drinks to drink every day. And she say, oh, no, I don't want men who not drink because then I feel complex with this and I want he to drink. Or my other friend, she's 55 and she say, I don't want to be single. I don't want to live with him. I don't want to have babies. I want man who is married just to have a sex. At the moment, I don't want more deeper relationship. If be honestly from position of this lady who trusts men and feels safety with men and feels safety in her life, 5 standards, what 5 conditions which men need to cover, we sure. But we sure. Please, you write it, please. 5 things which men we sure need to cover to be with him. Mhm. And after 5 things which will great, not necessary. For example, will great if he have blue eyes and to be high, or will great if he will Sagittarian zodiac. Something feel great, not necessary, but if it's happened, will great. 5 things what totally necessary, 5 things what will great. I will give you 2-3 minutes, and 5 things which I totally not accept. But with this, I'm sure don't want to live. I don't will accept if he will rude and beat me. I cannot accept if he cheat me and to go with other lady. I cannot accept maybe some nationality or Arabic men. Maybe you don't like them. No. What thing that I say is this, even if I saw them, I say no, it's not my standard at all. 5 things which I totally cannot accept. 5 things which must to be. 5 things which great if have, and 5 things which totally I not will accept it. 2 minutes. Okay. And now, please analyze your relationship, how you speak about this. Usually, why happen problem? First, you don't know your standards. And for me, please not stop anything, not start anything if you don't have your standards. If you want to go to holiday, write your standards from holiday. If you want to go to find a job, write standards from this. If you want a relationship, write standards from this. What happens very often? You come to me and say, Natalia, he not good with me, he beat me, he's this, he's this, he's this. And I ask come back and say, what is your standards? I don't have standards. Okay, let's write it. We write it. And for example, you see that he is married. And you know this. From the first meeting, you understood it. And they say, it's your standard. No. You wrote in the first 5 things that we're sure you don't agree with to be with a man which not has this. Yes, but you go in this relationship like this, yeah? Yeah. What you do? On the first position, you become to be I minus your plus. I minus your plus. Means that I already betray me. I go with somebody who married, drinking, bad behavior, not gentleman. And I saw it, and again I give you to be plus. I go with you. I betray myself already. And it's just period of time when your partner will betray you. And very often we stay in this neurotic relationship, I minus your plus. Second situation can be when I feel that I'm so good, I'm so nice, but always I see you like a bad. Usually it's happened when your mother was divorced with your father and she was explaining, you know, I do all alone, I'm so strong, I grew up you alone, your father not do anything from you. And you feel that my mother good, I am good as a woman, and men they're bad. And then it's your movie, and all men will pass like this, and all men which you will meet will very weak, will betray you, will bet with you. Finally, you say, hey, I know that I cannot trust a man because I can see it many times. And it's your movie. Second, third situation when I not has my standards at all. And of course, you are not my standards. But I not have it, and it doesn't matter. I will feel very unsatisfaction. You also, we both very bad. I had one lady, she met with one guy, he was gambling and he was playing a lot. She was almost 40 and she decided it's time to marry. It doesn't matter, he was very ugly, the guy, play gambling, not have money, not have job. He steal her money to go to gambling. She said, doesn't matter, anymore as that man. And finally it was big drama because all times they fight, he start to beat her normally, start to drink. And he say, why it's happened? I say, dear, first you not have standards. And second, you also don't like him. You also don't know how to be good with him. You also very punish him, blame him, and all these things. All the time it was fights between you and him. And what we need to do, first, we need to have our standards. I am plus. I respect my standards. And I can say, sorry, it's not my standards. Please, not explain yourself, it will change. Now he's drinking, one day he will stop. No, he not will stop. He's drinking. It's not your standards. Not explain now he live with his mother, but it will change. Not, it's not will change. Now he's very rude and bad with me, but one day he'll change. Not, it's not will change. When you choose, start to choose things what reply and okay with your standards. And see other, give him love from this main way, what men need. Give him freedom, respect him, accept him, admire him, give him good sex, appreciate to him, give him also plus and check his standards, if you're his standards. Only in this case we can to have equal relationship. Very often you ask me how to keep the man. And when you want to keep a man, it means that you are small and he is big. You are minus, he is plus. And again, I will come back, what is your standards? And why you not speak about your standards? And you need to come back on this topic and your relationship and say, you know, for me it's very important you to make me coffee in the bed, you to give me flowers, you to be good with my mother, you to spend time with me and children, you to marry me. I had yesterday this group in Bulgaria, and one lady said, Natalia, you know, 7 years I'm with one partner, finally he betrayed me, he has lovers. I say, okay, you live with him 7 years. Why you not marry him? You're 38 already. Why you don't have a child? He doesn't want. I say, you will see now. He will go with this lady, she will pregnant after 2-3 months, and she will marry her. Yes, already he told me that he wants to marry with her and he wants to stop me. I say, of course, 7 years you live with him without to say your standards. You're minus, he is plus. He can do all what he wants and you stay without to say what you want. But I was afraid if I tell to him that I want to marry, he will stop me. I say, already he stopped you. Again, you lost him and you lost 7 years. You're now 38. You don't lost anything. Yes, my advice to you, write your standards and protect your standards. Speak open with men about this. First, you need to see your standards. After, you need to see his standards. If you cover his standards, and you need to do meeting 1 time per week and to learn to speak open what he can do with you, what he cannot do with you. And very often men even don't understand it. I give you example. Now we've been on the villa of my husband. He is Greek. And he has Greek sister, cuisine. She finished in London and she speaks very good English. And I start to speak with her. She's a very interesting girl. And one moment my husband come and disrupt me and ask her something on Greek. She replied on Greek, I don't understand anything. And I said, what happened here? Again, I start to speak with her. Again, I ask her some on English. Again, he disrupt me and ask her some on Greek. And I saw the situation. I don't like this, and I stand up and go to other place to go to swim. The next day, he said, Natalia, why you not speak with my Greek family? I say, dear, you understand what you did yesterday? He said, no, what? I say, yesterday, and I give situation. I will speak with your cousin, a cousin, and your speak was very good. And one moment you come and you disrupt me, you start to speak a Greek, you don't respect that I don't speak Greek. In this moment, she reply you Greek, I not understand, you not translate me what happened inside in this conversation. I feel offended and I not feel comfortable. I feel that I don't need to be here. And of course, I remove to other place. And from this situation, I prefer not to communicate with your family because it's look like you don't want I to speak with them. And I share my feelings. And he say, oh, I'm very sorry, but not was like this, you know, because we speak all day English and sometimes I miss to speak Greek. And I just want, I not saw her so long time and I just want to ask her some, sorry, I didn't want to just purposely sure. I just not think about this. Of course, I will change it. And after we go together and he speak only English on the table. And all time he translate me if something I cannot understand on Greek, if they speak between each other. But immediately I react. And we do with him one time per week operation meeting. When we speak of what he doesn't like in me or what I doesn't like in him, what I would like to be behavior, and I say after this session, no, I will feel very good if you will use English and I can understand what you speak with them, because otherwise I feel that I am very stupid and I cannot be in conversation or you make it with purpose. All time you need to speak. Very often in couples you stop to speak, and when you not speak, of course, you cannot go deeper in relationship. And need to be your standards. After you need to speak about your standards and go slowly and to explain very clearly and not to blame. For example, I tell to him, no, you irritate me or you disrupt me because it was a fact, and you start to speak Greek. But I not tell to him you're rude or you're idiot or you're bad. Just to give facts, what exactly happened, how I feel in this, how I would like to be, and that I feel very thankful. And after dinner, when all of us suddenly, then we spoke English, I tell to him it was very great and thank you that you will speak English. And from this, our partner is not magical partner. He don't know what is in your brain. And please go and to speak about this. And sometimes it's take a time. Sometimes it's take to repeat. It's not immediately partner can understand it. But you speak it from position, I trust to you. I feel safety with you. I know that I can to share you all what happened inside of me. And I can explain what good for me. And of course, he also can explain what is good for him. After we have different situation, we buy a lot of food and it's very big, huge home was. And when we finish our rest, I decided to take food with us because they will leave the home. And I grew up in the poor family and we never throw the food in my family. He grew up in a rich family, and for him it's no problem to throw the food. And I see that has a lot of food. They will leave, we will leave, and food will destroy, and don't need to leave it because it will destroy. And I take food with us, and he said, "What you're doing?" And I say, "I take food with us." He say, "Are you crazy? We don't need to have food. Leave it. We not wear food with us." And I say, no, I want this food. He say, no, it's not okay. They have personnel, leave it, personnel will eat it or throw it, don't care, leave it. And this moment, I feel he is right for himself because general in my family, we say we never throw food. And it go from my poor family and poor things, but he's right. General, with the personnel, it doesn't matter, they will eat, they will throw, who cares? It's not the last food, not the first food, but need to change my brain. And I say, okay, you are right. And we speak about this and say him sorry. And sorry to not ask you what is correct behavior, and I not respect your decision in this time. My fault, sorry. And of course, we leave this food and we go without food. And it's very important all time to speak. And if you don't try to say sorry and to understand why it's happened. When he say me leave the food, I immediately analyze why I want to take it. And I say, it's my problem with money in my life, and I need to work with my topic. And it's my topic, it's not his topic. I need to learn it and teach it from him. If he isn't in my standard and we are in a relationship, don't tell him what my standards are now. Yes, you always can make annex. Every time when you have big changes, when you have a child, when you remove the country, when some of you lost a job, when some of your parents, close people die, when some crisis happened, when come COVID, every time when it has big changes, you need to sit and to do operation meetings and to see how we will survive in new condition. For example, when COVID came and my husband not go on his office job, we had one home, and I usually work from the home, and usually I used one of the biggest room for my webinars. Now he say me, it's the biggest room, and TV set, we have only one TV set, I don't like TV set, one in this biggest room. He say, I would like to see my rooms, also it's close to kitchen, and it's more easier for a baby to come to eat, to do the things, and I think you need to remove to other room when you can work, not disturb all in our home, because we cannot be all around you, has other 3 people. And we do annex that I removed and see. I say, okay, but I need to have my chair, to the things, to go to buy some table. He say, okay, let's go to buy. And we go to buy, and he organize all the things. We do annex even when happen COVID, which rooms we will take. All time we speak. When have a child, again, who will take responsibility? We have a visitor or no? Who change pampers? All time. And okay, if he says he needs time, how do you know what time? How exactly time he needs? Why he needs this time? What exactly stop him? If he needs several years, you ask yourself, it's my standard or no to wait several years. If it's 1 month, again you ask, it's my standard all time. If you want to be in position, you are plus and he is plus. It means I all time ask myself, what is my standards? If I can wait you several years, I will wait you. Usually I make deal first with myself. My husband has period of time and his business not was work good and he didn't know what to do. And he was like this, and I say, listen, I sit first with myself and I ask myself how long period of time I can support him and to accept the situation that he don't know what work to start to do, what to do. And I first 2 months I can wait. And I come to him and I say to him, I know now has difficult situation with your job and with your project. I accept it. All of us have difficult moment. I can wait you 2 months. But after 2 months, I don't care what you do, but you need to start to earn money, to take care about family. I cannot wait you more than 2 months. If you cannot job, you can leave this home and we can stop at the moment until you not feel job, and I can do all what I want, you can do all what you want. And I was very okay to wait 2 months because I make a deal with myself. Exactly after 2 months, he start new project, a new job. You do first deal with yourself. If something not okay, you sit with yourself and say, what is not okay for me? You make deal with yourself and say, my standards, it's this. And you go to your partner and say, I not feel satisfaction that we had so rarely sex. Or I not feel satisfaction, then you not give me money from this. I not feel satisfaction, then you not speak with my mother. Or you speak with your mother every day. I would like, we have sex 2 times per week. I would like you to speak with your mother 1 time per week. I would like, what you think about this? how I can help and support you is to be happy. And maybe about sex, you can say, you know, because you not seduce me, and I would like you to spend more time with me, to speak with me, to make a dinner, to send baby to babysitter to walk, because all time you're with baby, and I don't know how to make sex with you because baby all time with us. And you say, aha, I can also do something from this. Or for money, he say, yes, I also want to give you more money, but all time you ask me these things, then give me more time and I can work more Saturday and I can bring more money. And you say, okay, I'm okay with this one. You say, no, for me time is more important. Okay, I don't want so much money, but I prefer Saturday, he will relax. All time you need to be connect like adult people, to be plus and plus with your standards. And to speak about this, one time per week you do operation meeting when you sit and to check if my standards work, if my standard doesn't work. If it doesn't work and you continue to stay in this relationship, it means that you go minus, his plus. If he's unhappy, only you happy, and he's don't happy and he struggle and suffer in this relationship, then you need to work with yourself and you need to find a way how both of you can be happy. It's work for all. It's work for business. It's work for friendship. It's work for mother and father. You need to learn how to be plus and plus, and you need to learn how other people relationship to speak with other people, and to understand standards about friendship. For example, I stopped it already, but I had one girlfriend which always complained, and she take a lot of my time only complain. Very toxic person. And one moment I say, every time after communication with her, I feel bad. And I ask myself, what happened? What is wrong? And I say, she used me. She complained, and after I feel, oh, and she feel better. And I write my standards about my friends, and one of this is not to complain to me. And I call to her and say, you know, you complain all the time. I don't want to listen to this. For me, it's not friendship. I not feel good with this, and I prefer to stop our conversation, our communication. I not feel good with this. I cannot accept this behavior, and we stop here. And I stopped. When you know your standards, when you plus and he is plus, you will see how very honestly you will start to speak with people without to punish them, without to blame them. But you say, I don't punish you. I just have my standards and I cannot make compromise with my standards. Yes, some questions about this. Homework: to write very good your standards about your relationship, to check where you betray yourself, to make conversation with people. If it's already ex-partners, please take one chair, imagine that your partner is opposite of you, and to tell to him, you know, when I've been with you, I did some mistakes. I never told you about my standards. Now I understood my standards, and I want to tell you that I don't was agree with this. I very wanted you to do this. I really missing this. And I will happy to know your standards and to see if our standards is correct from each other. Unfortunately, very often you will separate. But you will separate, doesn't matter, but you will separate later and you will lose your time. If you really love yourself, you love your standards, you will protect your standards and you will speak open about this. If not, again, you will separate, but you will lose your time. Respect your life, you respect your time. How long list of standards can I write? How long you need? You decide. No, but not less than 5 rows. How to tell you which things I am okay to compromise. If it's for you, not so important. If it's okay for you, if you not suffer about this. Compromise something what is not the best, but okay, I can live with this. For example, my partners, he smoke cigars. It's not the best, but I'm okay with this. It's not irritate me. If I can choose, I prefer not to smoke anything, but really it's not, it's okay for me. It's not irritate me. Or he like to see TV series, I don't like TV. I don't like TV series, but I can live with this. It's not something very bad. It's not like to be drunk or to beat me. I can live with this. He is a little bit volcano time to time, and he has a lot of Mars in him, but also it's not the bad, but I can live with this. If it's something we're not looking from ideal partner, but can be of course some little bit things which not the best, but it's okay. General, it's not irritate you. General, you can live with this very easy, and in this it's okay. But first things, it's this totally. For example, I cannot live man who is married. I don't want to have partner who had a lot of children and it's come to us. I don't want to live with drug dealer. I cannot. Some things which I really cannot accept. With this, I cannot make compromise. And I even don't allow these people to come in my life. I stop it immediately. I not do compromise with this. Understand, yeah? And ask yourself, if you in bad relationship 100% you not has your standards and you allow a person to put too deep inside, and then start to have your standards, think how you can protect your standards, how you can speak about this, and speak with your partner. Ask also his standards, what he expects from you, what important for him in relationship with the lady. Maybe you will see very fast, for example, I meet with one man and he say, no, I want woman doesn't work. I cannot. I like to work, and they say, no, I am sorry, but I'm not your standards. One other man which I met in between my husbands, he asked me, I want lady who stay in the home and cook for me. I said, it's not my story also. You also can ask him, and if you know his story, also not lost your time. Or sometimes in business, people ask me something, and I say, I'm not like this, I cannot help you. It's not my story. Save your time, please. Write your standards. Ask yourself why you not keep your standards. Give your permission. Say, I give myself permission to keep my standards and work from this. Thank you a lot. Thank you, Olga, from sharings. I wish you a very good evening. We will meet a little bit earlier the last session, the next Wednesday. I think from 4 we will do it. Because I have Millionaires Marathons, and we will do Millionaires Marathons in the end of July. 4 p.m. it's you, yes, we will do it earlier. It's okay to share our fears with men? Yes, it's okay. And what you expect from them, it's also okay. And also addiction relationship, when you are minus, they're plus. Please work with the standards, and we will continue next week. Thank you from sharing. Thank you, my dear girls. Bye-bye.